What's up?
You cannot record in here.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing a live news report.
No, you cannot do that in here.
Absolutely, I can.
No, you cannot do that in here. You cannot record. You cannot take pictures. You cannot do that in here.
Yes, I can.
No, you
I would I would ask them because this has already been cleared by the police back. Man, this is back when Watkins worked here before your guys'
yeah, from what I
security.
heard you said yesterday, you had to get escorted outside the police.
Yeah, I was here for services yesterday. Here today, I'm here to gather content for a story. I'm not here for help with my
You cannot
services.
record or tape anything in this department stuff.
You guys are recording though, aren't you?
Who?
DSS, you guys don't have video cameras at all?
You cannot record.
Oh, so it's rules for thee, but not for me, correct?
Well, just stand by. I ain't got to go too long. You just stand by.
Gotcha. So the rules only apply to us, the private citizens, but not the public agencies?
Oh, you already know how things go. I'm not about to go through things for you.
I know, I told you, Arthur Ashton already came out here and said that I'm allowed to gather content for my story.
Yes, I need the police. Yes, I am. I'm going to come to the building.
Well, that escalated quicker than I thought it was going to.
Nobody was even going through this every day.
You're right, nobody want to go through this. You're right, nobody want to go through this shit every day. You're right, nobody want to go through this shit every day.
Okay, I have a man that's up here in Social Security that's not supposed to be reporting.
It's social services, not Social Security.
Services that's not supposed to be reporting or taking anything. He got escorted. He on the first floor. He got escorted out here yesterday. Now he's back in here today.
That's because the building was closing, sweetheart. It was 4:51.
I got, yes.
You guys were closing. I didn't have a choice to stay here or not.
He's not supposed to. It's according to social services.
Right, thank you, full court press. She's talking about like being allowed to, like he's allowed or not allowed, like we need permission. It's a right, sweetheart. It's an inalienable right. It cannot be taken away from anybody. Just because you put a piece of paper from Microsoft Paint up on that plexiglass, don't mean it gives you some kind of ill-perceived authority over somebody. You got an ego that's too big for them britches. Maybe stop eating all that party mix and it won't be an issue, sweetheart.
First of all, I'm not being disrespectful to you. So you're trying to get me out my character.
You are. You are. You came over here disrupting me.
Because I have a directive to get you out of here. I have a directive that you're not supposed to be recorded in this facility.
So now you can do whatever you want. You guys don't, y'all are fine. You guys are not even on video right now. They try to do this. They do this to make y'all feel uncomfortable about people videotaping in public areas. You're fine. Ma'am, look, the camera's pointed that way. You're not on camera. You're fine. They do this to try to get the public mad. Look, hablo un poquito español. Mi amigo is from El Salvador, so hablo poquito español, but it's bueno. La policía is no bueno. Me, for people. So it's okay. You're not on camera. That's what I'm saying, dude. She was being disrespectful. Coming over here telling me I'm not allowed to do something that I know I'm allowed to do and the police have already agreed I'm allowed to do. Set this down for 2 seconds. Look, I was going to come out here and give a nice little live news report, do a little story on what happened out here yesterday, give y'all some information.
It's part of a HIPAA.
It's not part of HIPAA.
It's privacy, y'all privacy.
Are you saying you're putting people's private information into a public area, ma'am? No, you are, you dumbass. My camera doesn't stop or help you from doing that. The fuck? If I can hear someone's private information out here in the public lobby, that's on you. I also didn't swear a Hippocratic oath. Dude, I swear, they get dumber and dumber every time I come down. I swear, y'all get dumber and dumber every time I come down here, bro. Look, she done got the whole place all riled up now, making them feel scared and shit. And miss, you good. I'm not here videotaping you either, ma'am. She don't care. It's like these big-headed bitches down here have some like ill-perceived authority over the general public, as if like they didn't accept the job to serve the public. I know it is sick the way you guys act towards the general public. After swearing an oath to uphold the Constitution, this is sick the way you guys act. It's morbid. It's morbid. It's grotesque. It's vile. It's ill. It is, brother. It's just ignorant. No one made y'all pussies go over there. Imagine if they cared as much about helping these people as they did about making a scene whenever someone comes in here to invoke their rights. Ma'am, I'm not trying to hinder your process in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I did? How did I do that?
I'm not engaging with you. If you have a job to do, you have a job to do. But the whole bickering back and forth, that was just disrespectful. She was just doing her job.
She was.
I just want to get in and out of here. If you have your agenda, fine. I don't want to be brought into it.
Well, you did. You just tried to say that she was doing her job.
I'm not saying
Her job is not to hinder someone's rights, ma'am.
I'm not involved in that.
Okay.
This just hindered what I need to do to get back to work.
I'm not stopping them from helping you.
Okay.
I didn't tell them to go run behind the door.
I don't want to engage. I'm fine.
I didn't tell them to be afraid of a cell phone.
I'm good.
You fucking sit on Instagram every night and put your little dumbass fucking filters on your face and take photos then. Why is this phone any different?
You're addressing that to me?
To anybody. I'm on live right now, sweetheart. I got people on here.
I don't care. Don't address
I could be talking to anybody. Look, you said you weren't engaging with me. Don't engage with me, all right? Lo siento. What's crazy is they help me the same way they help everybody else that fucking comes in here. I wouldn't even be down here with the camera right now. If they didn't make me sit here for 2.5 hours until it was closing time and then force me out the front door and not give me any fucking help because I'm a white American, yeah. I wouldn't be back down here right now either, ma'am. It was sad yesterday when I watched multiple people come in here and get services and I got kicked out. But you want me to sit at home and just accept that. You want to come down here and stand up for yourself and get services, but I can't do the same. They did this shit yesterday, bro. She called 911, right? I got it all on recording. She called 911 and then dispatcher goes, okay, what's going on? What emergency do you have? And she goes, oh, I need police. I'm so scared. I can't be here at the front desk. He's scaring me. Look, I'm standing all the way over here at the back of the thing. This is where I was standing yesterday when she started to say it. So I walked up there and got it on video evidence. Like, they play out this, you're like scaring them or intimidating them. I didn't say a word to anybody. I came in here, I set up my shit. I didn't say a word. I didn't bother anybody. She's the one who approached me talking about you can't do something that you're allowed to do that the police have already established you're allowed to do in this building. And yet I'm the one causing issues. What's going on, brother? What's going on, boss?
This is Officer Revive with Annapolis City Police.
What's your name? I don't think I met you before, brother.
No, you haven't. This is
What's your
Officer Revive with Annapolis City Police.
Rubai?
Oh, Revive.
Rubai. That's a cool ass name, brother.
Thank you. This encounter is being recorded audio and video.
Yes, sir. I'm live as well.
What's going on, sir?
Yeah. Nothing. I was coming down here to work on a news story, and she interrupted me and like caused this giant scene. I didn't say a word to anybody. I came in here. I quietly set up my camera. I had my microphone. I went to do my news story, not bother anybody, gather my content for my news story the way I would. The way Officer Ashton has already informed them and let them know that I'm allowed to come in here and film in the public areas as long as I'm not being intrusive, going in any unauthorized areas or staying after closing time. I'm allowed to do this. I tried to inform her. I said, hey, listen, your guys' security detail wasn't here last time. It was Watkins. Ashton came down here and said, well, the ladies up here said you're not allowed to. Well, look, as I told her, these ladies have some ill-perceived authority right now, bro. They don't control who the fuck gets to come in here and gather content. I'm here to do a news story. I would like to do it unmolested and uninterrupted. I have yet to been able to do that.
Listen, so you know.
My time's being molested. That was all. No, not physically. Like my time was being molested. Sorry. How you doing, Moore? How you doing, Moore? Haven't met you yet either, brother. Sorry, I call everybody brother, sister. It's like that. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Things like everybody's a brother to me. You know what I mean?
Right. So, what point were they wanting to go?
Yeah, but.
Yeah, so look, they're going to try to say 6-409, subsection 2B, that someone unauthorized at this place has asked me to leave so that I magically just have to leave here. They're ignoring subsection 1, and you should check it out because it says, or hold on, listen. Yeah. So that sign, you can make a sign. Like, look at that blue sign on the thing. It's like I could have a sign right now that says any cop that walks up to me owes me $25. Are you going to pull a wallet out and start handing me $25? There's legal statutes that need to be associated with those signs. I'm not causing a disturbance. I didn't ask them to leave. They left. I came in here, and I have it all on video camera. I set up my thing quietly. I didn't bother anybody. She came over here, caused a scene, and then the worker came out and said, everybody was still sitting here waiting for services. You see someone still sitting here. The lady came out and said,
I said I'm sitting here on purpose.
yeah, they're here for services.
But I'm just sitting here on purpose.
She's here for
I
services.
have video on camera.
That's fine. No one,
So we're
and
pointing it at me.
okay.
And you were putting it at the front, and I was at the front desk. Whether it was at me or not.
Okay,
The problem,
and
don't dismiss
anyway,
me.
no, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
No,
Just
listen,
like you, I have
me
to-
exercising, ma'am, I'm not engaging with her, ma'am.
The security guard-
Ma'am, I'm not engaging with her.
Okay, he wasn't comfortable, but he's done all-
No, me engaged in a constitutionally protected activity cannot be causing a disturbance. Huh? I'm a concerned citizen for a new. I'm not egging anybody. Ma'am, have I egged her on, ma'am?
You absolutely were. I'm a female, and I watched you talk to her. And you have your camera. Maybe none of us want to be on that camera. I don't care if you think it's a white or black thing. I get service.
There's a sign. Yeah. Can you call your supervisor out here?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Officer Revive with Annapolis City Police.
His camera's facing you.
That's okay. He's law enforcement. You are not.
Okay.
You do not have my permission.
Yes, ma'am.
Nor anyone else's permission to put us on your camera.
Okay.
Because you're doing I want to know who you work for.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I understand. Yes, ma'am.
You shouldn't call her sweetheart, quit eating party mix, and all that. She didn't say anything disrespectful to him except for you need to leave because that's her job.
She's mad I called her
Quit putting the
sweetheart.
camera on you before I rip it out of your fucking hand.
Rubai, no one's even pointed at her,
I'm not
bro.
dealing with this.
Rubai, I have not even pointed the camera at
You
her.
have.
No.
Get his camera and see if I'm on there.
Look, you see
I
her
wanna
still
see if I'm on
screaming.
there.
But I'm not doing that. I'm not, listen, the way she's acting, nothing I'm doing, I'm not engaging with her. I'm not pointing my camera. Me gathering, I know, but listen, we're in public. There is no expectation of privacy in public. I'm not engaging with her. Me gathering content, no, she engaged with me. Me gathering content for a story, ma'am, cannot be disruptive. I'm engaged in legal and lawful protected activity. Me engaged in legal and lawful protected activity cannot disturb other people. No, I'm doing legal and lawful things. How is that disruptive?
I'm on the camera to people's faces.
How is that disruptive?
Because it disturbs people.
How?
It's society, man. I mean,
People are disturbed by a camera in public, though, ma'am, but we're not in private. I have the right to do this. You need to explain to them that they don't have the expectation of privacy out in public. And see, look, they're misinformed, ma'am.
No, I'm not.
They're misinformed.
Sir, I'm very well informed.
They're misinformed. You should explain to her. You should explain. I was here yesterday for services. I was here yesterday for services, not to gather content for a story. At 4:51, they refused to give me services until 4:51 when the building was closing, so I left. I came back today during business hours to gather content for a story. I have not asked for any services. I quietly came in here. I walked in. I even showed the lady my earphones. Ask her. I showed her how the AirPods have magnets in them. Like, I didn't come in on disruptive shit. I came in. I nicely talked to her. I came over. I quietly set my camera up and tried to do my thing. The lady working here threw a fucking fit about it. Again, me doing constitutionally protected activity cannot be disruptive, sir. A good citizen. You can call me a good citizen, brother. Parker, how you doing, boss? Are you the supervisor? How you doing, boss? I asked for a supervisor up here because... How you doing? So we had already dealt with this out here once before, and Ashton came out here and explained to them how, like, there's no expectation of privacy in public. I have the right to gather content in public areas during business hours, like engage in legal and lawful protected activity. She's trying to say that my legal and lawful protected activity, by me simply having a camera and being engaged in lawful activity, is somehow disruptive because she's upset. I understand that those are her feelings, but my legal and lawful protected activity, no, but you look, this is where people are misinformed, and this is where the problem happens. This is where the problem happens, Sergeant. Look, I came up here to quietly gather my news story, to talk about what happened here yesterday, and I'd be on my way. You drive the silver, the SUV. I dealt with you before out there. Yeah, detective. I'm sorry. Miss Lynn, what's up, Miss Lynn? How you doing?
Talk to me.
I was just saying hi. I was just saying hi to Miss Lynn. Miss Lynn has helped me before. She's been very helpful, brother. She's the only person who's been nice and helped me. The issue is I'm just trying to gather my content. I'm trying to do my little news story and go about my way, brother. I'm not trying to talk to anybody. I'm not asking any of them for interviews.
Do you have any official business here?
I do. Yeah. I'm gathering content for a news story, brother.
Okay, listen. If they don't want you in here, and I understand that you're here doing your thing.
I know, but look, let's bring up 6-409, right? And that's what I explained to her. You guys are going to try to use subsection 2B to say that if someone authorized asked me to leave, but you're ignoring subsection 1, that if I'm engaged in legal and lawfully protected activity, that you can't just ask me to leave because you want to, sir. Officer Ashton has already come out here and explained to walk-in security. I would have been 10 minutes and been gone. It's now been a 17, 18-minute thing. As soon as everyone stops molesting me in my time, I will take about 10 to 15 minutes to do my news story. I won't ask anybody for any interviews. I will put myself on camera. You see it, look, she's been freaking out, but look, the whole time it's been pointed at him.
All right, 10, 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes. It's my news story.
10, 15 minutes, you're done?
Well, then I'm going to get services, but I'm done with the camera.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get my services.
I can't do that.
Well, he has the right to, listen.
Now, see, look, Ruby, I didn't even point it at her, but now I want to prove a point. You know what I mean? Now I want to prove a point because this is, look, I came in here quietly, brother. I know that y'all think this shit about because I ran the YouTube channel that I just do this. I haven't posted videos in forever. This is my first live stream in God knows how long. I came in here quietly to do a news story. I have my microphone with me from my WWTF, Wow, What the Fuck News Network, Channel 1A News Network with me so I could do my news story. I even spoke to the lady at the front. It's not like I maliciously came in. I checked in at the check-in thing. Huh?
What's your channel?
It was Annapolis Audit.
Oh, it still exists or
No. I mean, it still exists. I'm technically live on it right now, but, like, I'm not actively out here making videos. I'm living life, brother. I'm going through medical treatments. My shit's fucked up, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out here. I got legal shit. I got medical shit. I got shit going on. But look, bro, I didn't point that at them. The lady came out. No one out here had said a word about me because I hadn't said a word yet either. The lady ran up here and goes, you guys all need to run. He's violating your private information. HIPAA. I explained to her, I didn't swear the Hippocratic Oath, and if they're putting someone's private information out into a public area, that's on them. Like, if I'm in public and I can hear her private info, that's on their process, not mine. Well, and look, I even tried to tell her. I said, listen, ma'am, I knew your guys' security detail wasn't out here before. Ashton had come out here before and explained to, it was like the director, it was Officer White, I think was the director of operations for Watkins that he spoke to, and he was like, look,
So
he's...
you need services here?
I will after I finish this, yeah.
What, did you get a ticket? Or
Yeah, I'll sign in after I finish my news story. I didn't want them to I didn't want them to call me, Rubier. I didn't want them to call me up in the middle of my news story and it interrupted. That's why I waited till after look, brother, I was going to do my news story, pack my shit up, sign in, and try to get services the same way I did yesterday. Like y'all said, yesterday they made me sit here until 4:51 when they closed at 5 o'clock just to tell me that I had to leave. You know what I mean? They don't
Why
want...
don't you just, like, why come just sign in and get your stuff?
But I'm going to get my stuff after I finish my news story, brother. I tried to come in and quietly do my news story.
Yeah. No, I feel it.
This guy's mad because I saw him up there at the department one day and he tried to like be ignorant to me and I went inside and fucking...
That's kind of disrespectful.
What, saying he's ignorant?
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Freedom of speech, right?
Right.
Okay, well, leave me alone.
Freedom of press, right? Freedom of press, right?
Get me
Leave
off
me
your
alone.
fucking camera now.
Leave me alone.
Get me off your fucking camera now.
Leave me alone.
Officer.
He can videotape
He's,
you.
I know.
he can video me.
Yeah.
I have to, no, I'm disrupting
It's plugged in, brother. I know I can't. It's plugged in. All right. Can you hold this for me, brother? I need it. I know, but I need this. I'm collecting the aluminum. That's all. I don't like to like litter and shit like that. I didn't want to just leave it sitting there. I was here to get services. They refused to help me because they insinuated that I didn't have an appointment, even though I did have one. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Do you notice how it doesn't have a statute or anything like associated with it? Mm-hmm. Notice how there's not like a law right here? Mm-hmm. That's what I was telling Moore. So like I could make a sign that says, you know, every officer that walks in here with a blue shirt owes me $25. Are y'all going to pull out wallets and hand me $100 right now, sir? Like, generally, signs that talk about being prohibited areas will say Maryland 6-409 because you'd be going into unauthorized area. So somewhere that says something about you're not allowed to do something that hinders somebody's unalienable rights. They're unalienable. Someone pieces of paper can't take that away. If a statute's associated with that, or if you guys can give me a statute associated with that and gladly show me some sort of... I'll gladly turn the camera off.
Okay, listen. Let me do my research, and if there's an incident next time, I'll have that information for you.
I got you, brother.
Okay?
And look.
All right, so look, I understand.
Look, man, but look, and I'm gonna try to be quiet and not get worked up. When I walked in, I even told her, like, I was cool with her. I didn't come in here and try to cause an issue. I didn't ask no questions. I came in, I set my shit up quietly, bro. I tried to do my news report. Look, I tried to come in here, set it up for me and say, hi, welcome to WWF News Network. We were down here yesterday. This is an incident that happened down here. I was gonna pack my shit up, come and sign in and get services, hopefully.
Okay. All right, well, look, can we just speed that up for me? I'm not going to keep
Brother,
going.
I'd have been
I know,
done.
listen, I don't want to keep going on.
You're asking me to speed it up. Tell them to.
Listen to me. Hear me out.
Okay, all right. I'll hear you out.
Do what you need to do. So talk to them, and if you get to do what you need to do.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead and vouch for it.
Yeah, well, that's what I told them. So I'm going to do my news story, right, for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pack the new stuff up. Hold on, Parker. But after I pack my new stuff up, then I'm going to sign in, and then I'm going to get services. Excuse me, bro. Don't ever let someone just like tell you what the fuck you can and can't do. Do your research. Know your rights. Stand up for yourself. Like, I came down here to be quiet, to do a news report. I literally posted that I was doing a live news report. I didn't say I was doing an audit. I'm doing a news report. I was going to stand here, do my shit, and go. Fuck. Like, this has become something so much bigger than it needed to be. Hey, brother. This is my first time meeting you. You've been cool, all right? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. He's cool. I've never met Rubier before. He was cool. He was professional. This is the DSS building at 80 West Street. We are at 80 West Street in Annapolis, Maryland, the Department of Social Services. I guess it's also the DHS building. It was weird. The sign over there said DHS, but when you call, everyone says DSS. Nobody can seem to like differentiate what the difference is. What's funny though is that lady Lynn has ignored like 8 emails I sent her just being a straight up bitch. And she tried to lie yesterday and tell the police, I've asked him multiple times to leave here before. Like, no, you fucking didn't. Kevin, no one donated to your shit. Kevin, no one donated to your shit, brother. Like in reality, it wasn't even going to be this whole like live video. I was going to literally come in here, do my news report, go home, edit it, and post it. Like, it didn't even need to be all of this, bro. One nation under tyranny. Appreciate you, brother, my man. Thank you, boss. I'm just waiting to do my news story unmolested. That's all. Just waiting to do. Just waiting to do my news story. Did she just admit to violating the Health Insurance and Patient Privacy Act by putting people's private information out into the public area? Oh, please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. You saw that scared me, brother. I was. She hit me with the paper though. It scared me. I would. That's why I've been calling and emailing you and coming down here. And that's why yesterday.
Whoa, wait a minute.
And that's why yesterday.
Case manager yesterday. She explained everything to you and you didn't listen.
No. She asked me to do the same thing that I already did to get to talk to you in the first place, Miss Lynn.
Sir, let me tell you, I'm the district manager.
I know.
You cannot demand just to speak to me.
No, I actually came in. I asked to speak to Miss Davis.
You cannot videotape here.
This is my private information, sir.
No, you can still, look, here, more than welcome.
This.
If you don't want service, I'm not playing games.
But
You either
okay.
want to meet with me and discuss your issue or not.
Sorry, I would like to, but I would like to sign in first, Miss Lynn. I haven't even signed in. How are you giving me service without signing in?
You want service or not?
I would love them, but
Then come on.
as I instructed the officers, I came here to do something else before getting services. I need to finish that first, Miss Lynn.
Listen to me. If you want
Listen,
service, I
just
can
because
hear
you guys made a stink.
I am not servicing him. If he doesn't want service, he can
I do. I just said I wanted to finish my news story first. You want to dictate everything. You want to dictate where I'm allowed to videotape. You want to dictate when I'm allowed to get services. You want to dictate everything because you have ill-perceived authority, Miss Lynn.
Good day.
You too, Mr. Rubier. Thank you, brother. See you more. Take it easy. You've got ill-perceived authority. You want to tell people how to do everything, Miss Lynn. And when someone stands up to you, you get your britches all in a fucking bunch. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't even signed in to get services. Why are you telling me that I either get services right now or I fucking leave? I haven't even signed in for services. Lo siento. Save the can. I've been trying to save the cans. Let's see. Do I have my microphone still? Where's my microphone? Oh no. Where are my earphones at? No. Senor, one moment, por favor. You tell me the camera is buena? You tell me the picture and the camera is buena? It's good, maybe up or back? Right here? Gracias. Alrighty, folks, how are we doing? This is Terrence Tracy reporting live from the DSS building down here on 80 West Street in Annapolis, Maryland. As you have seen for the last 25 minutes, I have been both physically and emotionally molested and accosted by both police officers and employees of this establishment. They not only tried to tell me I was not allowed to videotape in here, tried to say that I was causing a disturbance by being engaged in constitutionally protected activity, but also told me that I can either get services right now without having signed a legal for it, or I can leave the premises. So not only do they dictate when you're allowed to exercise your rights, but they want to dictate when and where you're allowed to get public services, the job that they have taken on to perform. Don't ever let anyone tell you how and when you're allowed to exercise your rights. Don't ever let someone tell you how or when you're allowed to do your business legally and lawfully, because it's your business. And as long as it's legal and lawful, no one can dictate shit for it. Like it was going to be some whole, I don't even have some whole news story about it. You guys just watched the whole thing. Literally, I came down here yesterday. They sat here, they acted like assholes. They sat from 4:51 until the building was closing, and then have to go, well, we're not going to give you service. You can fill out this piece of paper and come back later. You don't really have an appointment with someone. It sounds like you don't. It sounds like you didn't come to someone. But yet they would not just go and ask the person that I was saying I'm here to see if she said that she would see. But she would have said, yeah. He said that he would come in after 3 o'clock and he would do with us. That's exactly what he said. He did exactly what he said he would do, and he did exactly what I said okay to when we got off the phone. But yet they called the police on me for doing it. So here we are, Annapolis DSS. This is how they treat me. I'm sorry. This is how they treat law-abiding citizens that don't want to jump through their hoops and deal with their bullshit. This is how they treat them. But if somebody undocumented came in here, we would get $2,000 a month for house assistance and over $800 a month in food stamps automatically granted. But yet I made to jump through the hoops, threatened for trespass, and tried to be arrested. Let that be known. Okay, look, the dude I'm trying to call it was because they can use this for noticing an act. I sat here and watched people come in and get service. On the spot, they got taken back and they wanted to be rude. Yeah, the mind doesn't have a battery. It's a big fucking battery. It's like $2. I tried to get my views out here so they thought they had to, but yeah, the issue is not to my really not that happy. So the microphone is about. No, yeah, it's fixed, bro. It's fixed. But it's not. It's not. It's good. That's not even a real phone. It's full text, but it's fixed. This is me on a real phone, but it's really fixed. And I'm not being sarcastic anyway. Ray, the audio got trespassed. Nah, I didn't know what happened to my AirPods. I was sitting here looking for them. I looked inside the thing. I didn't see them. I looked inside the case. I did not see them. I did not see them. But so, yeah. All right, Miss Lynn, I'm done my news story. If I could get some services now. Well, I haven't signed in yet. How can you offer me services when I haven't even signed in yet? Where'd that other girl go? How'd that work out for her? Man, she done threw a whole fit, caused the whole scene, called the cops down here, and then rolled out before she got educated? Man. Hey, look, I told you yesterday I was going to stand up for myself, though, right? And we see what just happened. Who got allowed to stay here and who left the building? You know what I mean? They can kick me out. They can kick me out at 5 o'clock when the building closes. They can't kick me out during business hours. You're fine. I don't got a peanut butter sandwich today though. I don't got a peanut butter sandwich today though, bro. I got a Red Bull if you want one though.
No, I'm good.
Nah, you good, my man. That guy out there was cool yesterday. He was like, the ladies out here were like, get him out of here. Come on, please do this. He's like, what is he doing other than asking for help? So that guy was cool as shit. He's cool. All right, so we have now signed in. We will now wait for services. I don't know how they were going to provide services before I signed in. How do they preemptively know I needed that? Thank you to whoever just donated that. Gemini, I appreciate you, brother. All right. So that was kind of it. I really didn't even plan on it being like some massive thing. Oh, yes, look, they left. He said I'm not allowed to walk in there and videotape my own self getting services because I might violate my own private information. Who am I going to leak my own information to? Myself? I'll sell my data back to myself and then write it off. Let's see. I had a bungee cord to keep this together. All right, I have not been reading chat at all, though. How y'all doing? What everybody doing out there? Lou Scott, Michael Reed, Full Court. Remember, you was in here. Appreciate you, brother. Website says 4:30. Okay, see, that's what I said yesterday was 4:30. And the guy goes, yeah, it's 4:41. You have to leave. I go, okay. Then the lady tried to say it was 4:41. Yeah, 4:41. He goes, you got to leave. Then the lady said, oh, actually, we close at 5 o'clock. So I said, okay, well, I'll just wait until 5. So then he walked over there and told the front desk lady, if you tell me that you're asking him to leave, then I have to ask him to leave. So that way he could like solicit a trespass out of me and tell me if I didn't leave, I was going to be trespassed. But like I said, it was 4:51. I'm not even sitting here and fucking like dealing with that bullshit. That was the lady yesterday who acted all scared. Her. What he saying, 8 Mile? I know the problem, Mike. You must have them cornrows rolled too tight. Was that when they were at the the final rap battle? No, I feel like he was at the metal plant when he said that. I want to say he was at the metal plant when he said that. You notice how quickly they give people services when they realize that the cops can't just force you to leave? They magically start helping people now. It's sad it takes 38 minutes and 17 cops out here to get them to give people services, but... Someone block Kevin's dumbass. My man must be bored at home. They are. That's exactly what it is, full course. They're offended. They're offended that somebody stood up for themselves. They're offended that somebody wasn't dumb enough to just believe whatever it is they told them off jump. You're already on camera. I can get all that for free at the records department. Oh, shut up. God forbid. The truth hurts, doesn't it? What's up? I did sign in, Lynn. That's why I said I want services now. No, you asked me before I signed in if I needed services. I wasn't ready for them. Some bitch gonna tell me shut up and then think I'm not gonna say something back to her. I'm behind the camera. Bro. There is no, it's because of these fans. Look, they got one, and then they got a second fan over there. It's literally fucking up everything. It's fucking up everything in front of here. So you're literally only getting me because they have these fans loud as shit. I'm not using a mic. I'm literally just talking to my phone, brother. I don't personally have the phone number for here. Like I said, it was the DSS building on West Street, but I do not have the phone number for here. They are, bro. This is some DEI bullshit down here because.
All right, what's your question?
All right, I got a lot of questions. I'm gonna have to.
Log in and show me. That's fine.
I'm gonna go live.
Hold on 1 second.
You're good.
Can I use this computer?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go live in a few minutes. I gotta talk to Miss Lynn, but y'all know I can't have my camera on my own personal information for some reason, so I'll come back to y'all in a minute.